If you've just started playing golf or you're struggling to improve, it might not actually be your swing that's the problem. It could be your golf ball. And today I'm ranking the 5 best golf balls for beginners, showing you which ones give you the best distance, forgiveness and value. And we'll even cut them open with Jeff to see what's really inside. After cutting open and reviewing over 300 golf balls, this list is based on robot testing, data and hands-on experience on the course. And stick around because at the end I've got a Wildcard ball that claims to fix your slice or hook instantly. So let's start with number 5. Now this one really surprised me. At number 5, it's Amazon's brand new Basics golf ball. Yes, really. Robot testing shows it actually performs okay, and probably no worse than the majority of two-piece golf balls out there. But for me, and the reason it's only number 5, is its durability. After a few wedge shots and some painful encounters with a few bunkers, the cover really started to scuff up. However, I do realise that for about $20 a dozen, it's hard to complain. And when we cut it open with the help of Jeff, we can see it's got a simple two-piece construction. And the outer layer is really thin, which might be the reason behind its poor durability. Now what's interesting is that the yellow version seems to have a slightly thicker outer layer. Maybe this will be more durable than a white one. Now it's got a compression of around 55, although playing it on a course I did find it had a firm feel. And it actually performs better than you'd expect off the driver. Low spin, high flight, and decent rollout. So if you're just starting out and losing a few balls every round, this is a solid option that won't hurt your wallet. The pros are it's a great price, and the cons, if you don't lose it first, then don't expect it to last long. At number 4, it's a Srixon soft feel, and the name says it all. It has a very soft feel. It's got a 60 compression, designed for slower swing speeds, perfect for beginners. The 338 speed dimple pattern reduces drag, so it stays in the air longer. And when we cut it open, although you can't really see it, that fast layer core is why it feels so good. It's soft in the centre, getting firmer towards the outside. And that's what helps it launch high and straight. In testing, it performed well and it carried within 5 to 7 yards of premium balls. And the feel of the putter felt great. I think this ball's perfect for beginners who want forgiveness and confidence without paying tour prices. And as a high handicapper, when I first started, I actually used this ball quite a lot on the course and got on really well with it. So the pros are that it's got a soft feel, long flight and comes in some really high visibility colour options. And the cons are that there's not much greenside spin, but you probably won't care if you're hitting more fairways. And number 3, yes, we're going to Costco. The most recent Kirkland version 3.5 has come a long way from the spinny, inconsistent versions we saw a few years ago. The new 3-piece urethane design and 338 dimple pattern produces really strong distance and mid-level spin. In robot testing by My Golf Spy, this version flew straighter and carried longer than the previous Kirkland version 2 and nearly matched the Pro V1 for performance, actually beating it for tighter dispersion on both drivers and irons. It's honestly ridiculous value for under $20 a dozen. And the reason for me it's only at number 3 is because it's got a firmer feel with a compression of 97, so it's generally designed for golfers with a faster swing speed. So this doesn't mean that slower swing speed golfers can't play it, but if you have a slower swing speed, you might find it too firm for your game. However, it's a proper tour style ball that could be really well suited to some beginner golfers. The pros are that it's brilliant value, solid feel and gives great spin control. The cons are that it could be too firm for slow swing speed golfers, but it's still a bargain. The Mizuno RB566 is just underrated for me, and it comes in at number 2. This golf ball was actually recommended to me and sent in by Brendan, one of my subscribers on the channel. And it was a great recommendation. So if you've got your own recommendation, drop it in the comments below and it could feature in a future video. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? So it's got 566 micro dimples, more than almost any other golf ball. They look almost like pinpricks designed to reduce drag and keep it in the air longer. With a compression of 60, it's brilliant for moderate swing speeds. And it launches high, flies stable, and doesn't overspin. I really enjoyed playing this on the course and found it had a nice soft feel and it was surprisingly long. Durability was really solid too. And in robot testing it produced consistent distance and lower side spin. And cutting it open with Jeff, you can see it's a 2-piece golf ball. You can see that large soft core. The pros are that it's got high flight, great control and very forgiving. The cons are that it has a strange look with so many dimples, but the performance really makes up for it. Now before I get to number 1, if you're looking for the complete golf ball buying guide, then scan this QR code or click the link in the description below and I'll send you my comprehensive guide straight to your inbox. At number 1, it had to be the Callaway Supersoft. It's the ball almost every beginner golfer ends up trying at some point, and for good reason. It's got a 38 compression core, one of the lowest on the market. This means even slower swing speed golfers can compress it properly, giving you more distance with less effort. Robot testing by my Golf Spy proved it's one of the longest two-piece balls for average swing speeds, even beating some of the top premium balls for ball speed and distance. Also, it launches high with very little driver spin. This is in part due to the 332 hex dimple pattern, which you can see across many Callaway golf balls. It feels great, lasts ages, and comes in half a dozen colours, so it's perfect if you like to choose different coloured balls. Now, over the years, I found the odd one with an off-centre core, but every brand has the odd bad batch. As a beginner, it's worth being aware of this, but it won't make a huge difference to your game at this stage. And cutting this one open, you can see it's perfect. It's a two-piece ball, and the core is perfectly centred with no issues. And the core in a Supersoft is apparently engineered to maximise distance, and the outer layer is very durable on the course. Now, I've actually shot one of my best rounds ever with a Callaway Supersoft golf ball. It was with the splatter style version, which is a really cool spin-off. If you've tried these ones yet, let me know in the comments below. So the pros are that it's long, forgiving, soft and consistent. The cons are that it lacks wedge spin, but you can't have it all at this price. This is a great ball for beginner golfers. And now the Wildcard. This is the Polara Ultimate Straight, and it's honestly brilliant. It's a non-conforming, self-correcting ball that claims to reduce hooks and slices by up to 75%. It's all in the dimples. They're clustered around the equator to flatten flight and kill side spin. And it works. I tested it on TrackMan and my hook vanished. But here's the catch. It's not legal for competition play. So you can't use it in tournaments, but for that weekend hack with your mates, or if you just want to keep the ball in the same area code sometimes, then it genuinely works. A close-up look, you can see how the dimples look flatter and more spaced out. They're also symmetrical. It's an 85 compression ball, and when you play a shot, you simply have to line up the arrow on the side to point in the direction you want to hit the ball. Then the science takes care of the rest. And cutting it open, you can see it's a two-piece ball with a very soft central core. The pros are that it fixes slices and hooks, seriously. And the cons are that it's not legal, but who cares if it helps improve your game. So that's my list of the 5 best golf balls for beginners, plus one slightly illegal option for those of us who just want to keep the ball on the planet. Which one would you play? Drop it in the comments and I might cut it open next week. And don't forget, grab my free golf ball buying guide with the link below, and I'll catch you in the next one.